The border shut down now. The border had been closed since the 8th because of the anti-coalition force activity. At that point, Lieutenant Watts comes in, and I look at the patrol schedule, and he's also on the patrol operations schedule as well. So I say, hey, Brad, be prepared to get mounted up, get vehicles ready to go. They got casualties. Be prepared to go ahead and push out to cordon off LZ Nightingale so they can get these casualties out of there. But stand fast just in case, don't go anywhere. Well, Brad, once again, being that junior lieutenant, got a little overzealous and took off anyway with his platoon. Some ways, kind of disappointed, kind of upset that he pushed off, doing that. Not, you never ever go unless you need it. But in another, to his defense though, it's a good thing he did, because the LZ was hot and they need to get cordoned off. And I don't think that Marines from Weapons Company and injured Marines from Weapons Platoon would have effectively been able to get to the LZ if 3rd Platoon would have gotten there to cordon it off. So good on him for doing that. Bad on him for saying that that's But once the machine's going, no sense in stopping because the city's hot right now. Sure enough, he gets into contact. Gunny makes his way over to 3rd Platoon. And effectively, LZ Nightingale, they do manage, whatever elements are there of 3rd Platoon, because the rest of them are getting sucked into the city with the Bath Party headquarters. They managed to get the LZ dot, somewhat stabilized, with minimal sporadic rounds, so that Blackhawks can come in and pick up the casualties. The casualties, get lifted off, and then I hear Captain Gannon say, hey, Lima 5, Lima 6, I got good news and I got bad news. Good news is that we got the casualties onto the bird, and we got them safe. The bad news is we've already lost 1 Marine, because I'm going to go off freak so I can go continue to develop the situation. And that was around about 8:30, maybe 09. At that point, I know for a fact that, all forces are pushed towards the east now. Major Schruffler's up now, and he's popping in and out of the COC. He's looking at the COC, but he goes to his jump vehicle so he can call up battalion and talk to battalion. Because at that point, he's in his mind, he's starting, and I didn't really realize it, but I think I know for a fact that he's ginning up a plan to get battalion to mass up and be prepared to come down and reinforce. An hour goes by, and usually Captain Gannon's real good at, he's very thorough at coming on, giving me a sit rep every 15 minutes, give me a picture of what's going on back at the COC. So at this point, I've only been out of the COC to go on patrol in theater out in the zone once. And if you want to count twice, it's me coming into the city and me having to go out with 3rd Platoon out there on a patrol. But from what I gathered, Weapons Platoon pushed deeper into the city, pushed deeper into the east over here, towards this general area, across from East End. Now, if you look on the ground from here, it doesn't seem very far when you're on the ground. It's not that far at all. It'd be like me going down to the corner of the street. Company commander and all, and kind of like Belmont in the interview, we have a tendency that our security is whatever maneuver element that we're with, so we don't bring security. That's initially our thought process. He probably thought the same thing, that between where he is right now and between where Webb's platoon is, it's safe. What he did realize, though, was that I think what was Webb's platoon cleared one building, then hopped over to a rooftop to another building, not realizing that that was another insurgent stronghold and another fallback position. Captain Gannon going down, looking up, seeing Webb's platoon, assuming that's clear, probably went to go link up with them. Webb's platoon didn't see him because they're probably in a, they're in a firefight themselves, and their posture is forward into the city because they're still taking fire. Hearing all the rounds going off, Lima 6 goes in to go link up with them and walk smack down right into a, stronghold position, a fallback position where he gets shot. I think Corporal Gibson, Smith, and Valdez notice it, or something triggers them to go link up with the Webb's platoon and go after the 6. Gibson, being in front, goes after him, effectively gets shot. He has a PRR and comes on the net saying he's been hit. That's when Webster realizes, holy cow, we've got insurgents underneath us. Looks down, but at that point it's too late because Valdez and Smith try to go to drag Gibson out. They get hit. Meanwhile, I hear all this. I'm still trying to figure out where the 6 is. No one knows where the 6 is. Lima 3 hasn't seen him. Cat Blue Actual, which is Lieutenant Moore, hasn't seen him because he's now bounced from where Webb's company was, where Cat Blue was hit and immobilized, to push down. That's the last I heard of him. You know, hours go by. This is around about maybe, like I said, maybe between 0 and 1000. By 1200, we're starting to run low on ammo. Webster knows they have insurgents underneath. They're trying to develop the situation. And I'm talking to Major Shruff now saying, sir, I don't have a good feeling about this. No one knows where the 6 is. I can't get him on the hook. Something's not right. I don't like that. I don't like this at all. And he's like, roger that. I'm going to continue to work with the battalion, you know, continue to focus on, you know, on the fight, you know, what's going on. Keep me updated on what the company's doing. Hey, roger that, sir. Good to go. I can't get effective comm inside the COC now. And I've got, at this point though, the good point that I do know is that 3rd Platoon, Webb's Platoon, Broadsword, and Cat have all consolidated in one position. They've all linked up. Cat's got, you know, they've got the MSR cordoned off. They've done enough damage, you know, on East End and in the Bath Party headquarters. Meanwhile, Captain Stofka, the FAC, and Captain Hudson, who's Broadsword 0 Actual, kind of egging me. They're like, hey, you know, we can't really do much, but I need to get out there with my guys. I have a little bit more ass that I can provide to him, and Tupam here, which is Captain Stofka, that was his call sign, he can't effectively, you know, control air from where he is. He needs to be at where Webb's Platoon is. So my initial guidance is that, hey, we have enough personnel out there forward. Let's not send anyone out. But after enough, I guess, prodding, I finally say, okay, you can go if you honestly feel like you can link up, you know, with Webb's Platoon and affect air, then go do it. But whatever you do, stay off market because it is a hot spot. You know, it's got a lot of IDs. You know, I don't think it's been cleared all the way through. Traveling through the city, well, they go right through market. Captain Stofka got the word, didn't tell Captain Hudson. Captain Hudson goes screaming through market. They get hit by, you know, not even like 5 minutes outside the wire, they get hit by an ID. Minimal damage. But I was livid at that point. So I was like, didn't I tell you guys not to go through? I felt like I wasn't getting hurt, but word didn't get passed. They effectively link up with Webb's Platoon. Webb's Platoon tells them, hey, don't come in through this way. Come in through the back way. Come through that other house and hop over the rooftop so they can patrol air. At this point, I moved out and linked up with the 3 out in his vehicle, and I have a map out there. And Lieutenant Fleming and Lieutenant Autry and Lieutenant Root, you're all, you know, like good platoon commanders. They're trying to say, hey, you know, if you need us, hey, we're here. You know, just tell us what you need us to do. Tell us what you need us to do. Roger that. I said, hey, get 2nd Platoon, get Kilo 1st Platoon. Hey, have your boys, you know, their gear ready to go, but I don't need you right now. Just stay put. Just stay put where you are. And then it so happens that Major Sheriff tells me, hey, battalion's gonna link up and they're gonna push towards the arches here near the police station to consolidate, and then they're gonna push west or east to west through the city as a battalion.
So would you say Major Shruff was playing a major role in coordinating the entire battalion response?
Correct. Yeah, because at that point he's talking with Blade 6. He's talking to the 5 up there, and he's saying, hey, this is what we need to do down here. You know, if we want to affect this fight.
Did Major Schreffler have a good overall appreciation of the enemy situation?
Definitely. I think he more so did than I did. I thought it was more like the 14th, where the enemy would fight and then eventually, you know, kind of dive off, you know, with, you know, enough combat power out there, seeing that we got 2 platoons out there, whatnot, that he's going to let up. But essentially the enemy did not let up.
Did the fact that, correct me if I'm wrong, Major Schreffler was the Lima Company commander in